Guys, it's me. I wanted to get on and give you a little bit, some tips for the Atkins diet. And I know I've only been on it for a week, but just some things that I have learned on my own. Oh, and excuse the robe, but it is freezing in my house. And rather than turn the heat up way high, it's much cheaper just to put a robe on. So, I've been doing the Atkins for a week. And if you've been following this little vlog, I did lose 8 pounds in my first week. I learned after the first couple of days that I'm a pretty lazy dieter. I don't like having to do a lot of cooking and all that. So I wrote down some tips, things that I've done that have made it much easier for me. Tip number 1, canned and frozen vegetables are your friend. The first few days I was making, trying to do like my spinach from spinach leaves and cook my green beans, cook everything fresh. No. I'm too lazy for that. So frozen is definitely just as good. Canned is a close second. Because one of the things I was noticing was it was a little bit hard to get my carb amount in the vegetables. And canned green beans have a pretty good amount of vegetable carbs in them, and so on those lazy days I would just take and throw a can of green beans in a bowl, put a little pat of butter on the top, stick it in the microwave. So much quicker. So, and the frozen vegetables that you just steam in the microwave are the greatest invention. I discovered those forever ago, but I've been using the heck out of those. Almond milk was much better than I expected it to be. I wish I could have it flavored because it's pretty, the plain is just blah, but it works great in coffee. So rather than use an artificial creamer or something, I use it in my coffee because it adds a really good amount of calcium, and I use such a small amount that I don't even count it as a carb. Canned chicken, tuna, and salmon in a pouch. That's been my friend too, because a lot of days for lunch I'll have a salad. And I buy like the spinach in a bag. I'm not an iceberg lettuce fan. I feel like it's just, there's no nutritional value in it. It just seems so empty. So I'll use cabbage and spinach leaves. So I love cabbage. I wish you could buy, at least by me you can't, buy cabbage already in a bag unless it's a coleslaw blend, which then it has carrots in it, and I can't have carrots right now, and I'm not going to sit and pick carrots out. So anyway, but I can change my salads around by using the canned chicken or the canned tuna or the salmon in a pouch, so I don't feel like I'm always having the same exact thing every day. And the chicken also, you can throw it in a frying pan, season it up, and have it hot. I buy fully cooked hamburger patties because you just cook them for a minute, flip them over, cook them for another minute, and put like Mrs. Dash on it, some kind of a seasoning, and those are really good. Or my battery died right in the middle of that conversation, so if there's a weird pause here, that's why. Where was I? Oh, fully cooked hamburger patties. I buy mine from Sam's. I think you could probably also get them from Walmart or any other grocery store. Also, my husband makes the best steak ever, so I can have steak, and so he makes really great steak, and then of course chicken breasts. All that stuff is readily available. And my other thing, and I've shared a couple with you, is Atkins makes really good meals. Last night I tried this chili con carne. It was really good. And the thing that's kind of funny about these is when you make them, you're looking at this bowl and you think, well, that doesn't really look like a whole lot of chili. But it's like they put so much meat in it, and this one had a lot of peppers. It was filling. It really was, and I wasn't expecting it to be, because I can eat a whole can of chili, or if somebody makes it homemade, I can eat like 2 bowls. I've also tried their orange chicken, was another new one that I tried, and that was really good. The chicken didn't look exactly like this picture. You know, it wasn't as perfect like this, but there was a lot of chicken. Just wasn't as pretty. But who cares? I just care what it tastes like. And it was good. I also tried their, I did go back to Walmart and get some, they have like little M&Ms. They're not M&Ms, but they're Atkins version, and they're only 1 point, or not point, I'm going on Weight Watchers, 1 carb. But last night I tried the peanut butter cups, and those are really good. I don't think, they don't have as much peanut butter as like the Reese's ones do. They're more chocolate than peanut butter, but they were still good. I felt satisfied. They helped me when I was having a sweet craving. I will definitely keep buying those. I did notice at Big Lots has some of the Atkins like bars and, you know, like the granola bars and the things like that. So if you have Big Lots by you, you might try to check them out. My Big Lots, they were $4 a box. Also, I've been making sure to drink my water. I have this big old water holder, and I fill it all the way to the top, and I drink it every single day, and sometimes I drink even more. But I try not to drink it too close to bedtime, because you know what happens when you drink tons of water too close to bedtime. You're up all night. So, those are just a few tips that I found that have really helped me with this diet. I really like this diet. I said I wasn't going to call it a diet, but it's hard not to. But I'm sold on Atkins, I really am. But again, I've only been on it for 1 week, so I'll check me again after I've been on it for 2 weeks, and we'll see how I feel about it. For Looming projects, I made this hat here, and hopefully you can see that that is an owl. It's like an owl in a cage, and there's 5 owls all around this hat. And look at all that detailing. This hat was so hard. I don't know if I will ever do another one again. I don't know, I might. But it's got like sparkle yarn in it too. Has 2 strands of regular white and a strand of sparkle. And then his eyes are beads, which I was going to sew on, but the lady that I watched the video on YouTube, she hot glued hers, and after I tried to sew one, and I thought, screw this, and I hot glued it. Hot glue worked. So anyway, this is my owl hat. I love my owl hat. I'm very proud of my owl hat, and I will keep my owl hat for me, because it was too hard. Okay, remember the crazy Afghan loom I told you about? Some of you know what these look like. Some of you don't. But this is it. And this thing is crazy. And I have a little stitch marker here because you really would mess up if you went completely around and accidentally hooked it. Then you'd have a big giant tube. You wouldn't have an Afghan. So I have this little fella here telling me, don't go past here. So anyway, that's the Afghan loom. Scary, right? So I'm going to keep doing that. I'm still working on this other tube scarf. I haven't gotten very far with it because I just haven't. I was working on that owl hat. And let's see. Today is a holiday that I am off work, so I'm happy about that. And I probably should be, you know, really politically correct and talk about Martin Luther King Jr., but I'm not. Not that I don't think he was a wonderful man and did some great things, because he did, but I just appreciate the day off work. Trying to think. I don't think there's anything else. If you have any questions about the Atkins diet, and since I have the book, if I think I can answer them, just ask me a question down below in the comments, and I'll answer it. If I have the answer, I won't just try to guess and pretend like I know. You know, if I can't find it in the book and I don't know the answer, then I won't try to, you know, BS you. So, anyway, I hope everyone is having a good day, and I will talk to you next time.